This is a beautiful machine here. And if you notice when I'm doing these, I can literally drive my elbow straight down. I'm not starting from the middle and moving at very weird angles. Just take your elbow, drive it straight down and flex your lower lats. And this will tear your lower lats up, which is our goal in this exercise. Notice that he's tilting back a little and he's just holding that position. That's so he can drive straight down with his elbow, so he doesn't have to curl it down with his bicep.
The left arm's just for balancing.
Yep. Yep. Perfect. Just like that. All right. So our first exercise, we targeted lower lats. And now we're moving on to upper lats. We're going to hit every muscle fiber possible today in our backs. We're going to do 7 exercises, 3 sets apiece. This is very typical for what I've been doing this year. So now let's hammer our upper lats. Okay, we are now doing loaded stretches. So you're going to notice Ken will do the reps with one arm. Then he's done with that arm. I'm going to apply a stretch. And he's going to hold it in that stretch position while the other arm's working. Very painful, but a very good technique. And we're just going to flip-flop until his lats say no mas. So. Now we're on exercise number 3. We did lower lats, we did upper lats. Now we're moving on to kind of our lower trap rhomboid area. I do these are face pulls, but they're really not a face pull because I don't pull to my face. I don't like the rotation you get on your elbow or your shoulder girdle, the normal way you see people do these. So watch how I keep my elbows lined up. And this puts a real nice tension right on your lower trap and rhomboid. It feels really good. Just make sure you focus on the contraction. So here we go. Excellent. Squeeze. Excellent. Squeeze. Good. Squeeze. those of you that are wondering, you can't have her. This is my wife. She's all mine. Now these pullovers, something I've been doing this way for 4 or 5 years. Crazy old guy named Nick Bowman showed me these, so I want to give Nick credit. But he always had us lay on the bench as opposed to across it. And I always felt it better in my lats and my serratus when I did that. You'll notice I don't have a very good range of motion when I start, but as we continue to do set after set, everything loosens up, and by the end we have a really good range of motion. I don't like for people to force their range of motion on this. Go to where it's comfortable, come back up. Don't force the stretch on these. I think that's a good way to get injured. So I don't do that. Even if I'm only moving it this much, if that's what I can do, that's what I can do. So here we go. Good. This is one of my absolute favorite types of rows, Smith machine row. And on these, you can do these two ways. You can do them kind of as an explosive movement, ramming your elbows up with some force, or you can just, up and down at a good tempo, flex your lats the whole time, your back. This is actually, I think, good for your whole back. You feel in your rhomboid, your traps, your lats, your spinal erectors have to stabilize you. So I would encourage everybody to try these. Everybody I know that's actually tried them has loved them. So we're going to do 3 sets of 8 on here. To our 6th exercise. This is again one of my favorite machines. It's the assist machine, cheater machine, whatever you call it. Absolutely love it. There's no reason to not use perfect form on a chin or a dip when you've got a machine like this. And I would rather someone use the machine and help them keep perfect form than get sloppy on their chin ups and dips. So we're going to do some chin ups with a neutral grip.
I'm going to have to look up American Ninja now.
So we've been cranking here at Lifetime. This is the gym I've been training at for 12 years during the week. This is my friend Brian Taylor. He's been here since day one. Brian has been a good friend of mine. Works hard. He's got I don't even know how many clients you got here.
Like 80 to 100, somewhere in there.
But just want everybody, if you're in Columbus, stop by, visit Brian. He's one of the best coaches out here. He works you pretty hard though, so you got to make sure you're ready to work hard. So.
Thank you very much. I've learned from the best of the best. Thanks, John. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Okay, these are hyper extensions for our spinal erectors. We're trying to do the movement with our spinal erectors as opposed to flex on our hams and glutes to bring us up. So it's probably hard to see in the video, but my glutes and hams are actually totally relaxed. And I'm just trying to literally straighten my spine and flex. Straighten and flex. But if you want to do these for hams and glutes, you can keep your back straight the whole time in one lock position, and then just pull up using your hams and glutes. So I've always thought this was a phenomenal exercise. We used to do sets of 100 on these actually, but now I'm lucky to get 20, 25.
I think this way looks safer than the broomstick, man.
Well, this is for your low back.
Okay, and where the broomstick is for hamstrings. Oh, I get it. Actually, that was going to happen.
So what we're going to do, this is how I do cardio, and Ken Jackson's here with me to join me today. For me personally, I'm not a big fan of step mills and ellipticals and treadmills. Me personally, I like to swim. Swimming is very difficult for me. It's very hard. I exert a lot of energy. What I do is I do it HIIT style. So you'll see me swim really hard for 10 seconds, and then you'll see me just finish the lap to the end of the pool by walking, and then I come back the same way, 10 seconds hard, and then I walk. So what I do is I do down and back 5 times, which means 10-second bursts that way. The nice thing too is this doesn't hurt my joints. I don't get blisters on my feet. But for me, it doesn't hurt my joints. It feels really good. And I think some types of cardio can kind of flatten your legs out and burn your legs off a little bit. I've never noticed one bad thing from swimming. So this is what we're going to be doing. And then after this, we're going to do a little bit of sauna. 10-15 minutes. You know, just sweat a little bit. Saunas are pretty interesting. There's a lot of pretty cool research out there on them. You don't want to do too much will raise your prolactin levels, but I think it's one of those things where a little bit sweating's good for you. There's some cool studies out there that shows that it does bleed some toxins out of you. But the cool thing here is the swimming. That's what I wanted you guys to see, is the swimming. So we've actually got, I think we got 2 lanes cleared up and we're ready to go. All right.
I always freak out when I see him how freaking dense, crazy muscle he's got. Got a rear double by. Deep. Do you feel any restrictions anywhere?
It's coming back real good.
Okay, from the front?
I can like feel my mid-trap flexing.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want you to be able to come back and and then be able to just peel it apart. Awesome. Do you feel your traps pulling at all?
I don't think so.
Okay. Can you activate all the tissue that's already back there? Anything that you can't really feel? Everything feels kind of healthy for the most part, right?
Yeah.
Alright, sweet. Alright, let's just accentuate the awesomeness. Go face down. Yeah.
All right. Hello, everybody. This is John Meadows. Thanks for tuning in. I am a little less than 2 weeks out from the Team Universe. I've never done this show before, but it looks like a great show, and they have an old man class, so I'm over 40, and they even offer a pro card, so I thought, what the heck, we'll give this one a shot. So today, Ken Jackson was in town. Ken is 6 weeks out from the Tampa Pro, and we hit some back work today. We did, and you'll see throughout the video, we talk about the exercises and kind of what the target area is. But we basically did 7 exercises and 3 sets of exercise. I've been doing this a lot lately, twice a week, so I do typically 21 sets for back on Wednesday and 21 on Saturday. And it didn't happen by accident. What happened was my lower back was a little beat up. I don't think I really did anything specific to hurt it. Just one of those things, it was getting beat up. So I had to really back off the rows this year. And I also had to back off on squats. And for me, I love squats, and I love my one-arm barbell rows, the one-arm T-bar rows, and I love those exercises. So I was pretty concerned that I would lose some mass and some density. But the opposite happened. My back actually got better, and we've just looked at the exercises we do every week. We're constantly changing the angles. And you'll see throughout the video, we'll go lower lat, upper lat, lower trap, rhomboid, spinal erectors. When I train out at Dave's, we have a bunch of specialty exercises. There was one month where we literally didn't do the same exercise for like 8, for the eight workouts that month. We didn't repeat one single exercise. And I think it's really helped my back. Ken's doing this as well. Ken already has a phenomenal back, but I needed to make some improvements in my back, and so it's been pretty neat. With very little rowing, I've been able to add some density and some width and some thickness to my back. So this was to be totally honest with you, this was kind of a surprise to me. I was just hoping I could kind of hang on to what I had. So I hope you enjoy the video and what Ken and I are doing. And as always, if you have questions, shoot me an email at mountaindog1@live.com.
Right? You can pull it as far apart as you want now. Oh,
Yeah.
it's awesome. I look at the freaking shoulders into the lats. It's just amazing, man. It's striated from top to bottom, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting once you fill out, man.
This is pretty full for me because I had big carb day today and yesterday.
Okay, good. How's that feel in your arms, over your head, and everything?
Yeah, it's
range of motion.
rotating back real good.
Huh?
It's rotating.
Just a couple where he's posing right now, so you can see what's opened up after. That's a lot of the before and afters that I'll do sometimes.
Sure.
He's like, I'm the pro here, I know. Yeah, you got a pile of muscle, bro. Hey, Long, look at you. You're over here now.
That's
you
actually
started over
yeah.
that direction.
Yeah, that shit is crazy, man.
Right? You're like, what? You just touched me. Look how small your waist looks, though. I swear we've shrunk your waist, too. And then suck down and suck that sucker in. Boom. Vascularity throughout the whole thing. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Just by literally unraveling tissue that was so tight, like, oh, now we can see what's underneath. It's that fascial layer.